Charlie, you've written an important book. It's titled Right-Wing Revolution, How to Beat the Woke and Save the West. It tackles wokeism, and you detail 3 important steps. Change your attitude, change the country, change yourself.
Yes.
Can you describe what's our path out?
Yeah, I mean, so first and foremost, you must have a revolution in yourself. You must prioritize the beautiful things and the good things and the deep things, and no longer look for somebody just to save you. And that's part of what changing your attitude is. What is the attitude that you have? And the left wants you to have an attitude of defeatist, of cynicism, of nihilism. We, in the book, Right-Wing Revolution, we argue that you need to have an attitude that we can save this country, that you can improve your life, that if you don't feel as if you're well-informed enough, read more books, get into physical shape, start eating healthier. All these things are necessary to first change your attitude. The left largely is able to get power because of the power we give them. So, for example, so many people are afraid to speak the truth because they're afraid to be called a racist.
Or canceled.
Or be canceled. Well, stop giving them that power. So what does being canceled mean? You might lose your job, find another one. So what? Find another one. People say, well, that's hard. America was not built on that kind of surrender spirit. So you're going to not speak your mind because you're afraid that somebody might call you a bad name? Yes. Basically, the left...
So, I mean, you say we can say that a girl is a girl and a boy is a boy?
Exactly.
And be biologically, scientifically correct and not get hammered for it?
Precisely. And what we see every single day is people that are willing to shut up themselves, to shut up what they know is true, because they're afraid of some sort of name that they're going to be called. They have a spell that they've cast on the nation. Ooh, you're a racist, so you can't oppose mass migration. You have to resist that, change the attitude, say, I don't care. I'm going to elevate what matters above what doesn't matter.
Oh, all right. Change your attitude. Don't let them cancel you. What else? What else should we be doing?
Well, also changing your attitude is stop being so negative. I find some people on the right feel as if that the inevitable doom cycle of America is unstoppable. I want to be very clear. What we just articulated in the previous conversation is not a death sentence. America is a unique country. It's a bigger country. We have a lot of fight left. We are not surrendering. Look what you're doing, what Turning Point's doing. There's a lot of people out there that still want their country back. And so it's not as if the majority of the country wants to commit suicide. It's that we have an oligarchy that is convincing enough people here or there to do that. And that's a very important point. We also talk about in the book, the form and the structure of government that we're living through is definitionally wrong. We think we're in a democracy. We're actually in a constitutional republic. But in practice, we're in an oligarchy. We are in an oligarchy where it's a small group of unelected people that call the shots.
Well, no, that can't be true. I mean, look, 15 million people voted for President Biden. Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So Kamala Harris is the presidential nominee with no one voting for her.
All right. That's unbelievable.
This is an oligarchy. This is not the form of government that we think we have. We send hundreds of billions of dollars to Ukraine, yet the people don't want it.
No.
10 million people across the southern border, the people don't want it. So when oligarchy doesn't listen to the masses, they do what's best for them. So there are 10 or 12 families that call the shots of this country, the Schumers, the Pelosi's, the Obamas, the Soroses, the McKenzie, Bezoses, the Laurene Powell Jobs, and the rest are just Russian serfs. You'll own nothing, and we will dominate the country. Donald Trump represents a once-in-a-generation revolution against the American oligarchy in both parties.
What kind of individual would give up the wealth, the luxury, everything that he's got in order to serve the country, get shot, literally,
exactly.
And then they covered it up? It's unbelievable.
You know, it really is. And so the way you defeat an oligarchy is with the people. And understand that every oligarchy has in common that there are more slaves than masters. We outnumber them. That is why Donald Trump is winning the forgotten men and women of this country. He's winning the middle parts of the country. He's winning the people that have built this country and have done such a significant contribution to it. So, look, this is going back to the fundamental roots. We talk about this in the book, Right-Wing Revolution, is what type of system do we live under? Is it one that respects the consent of the governed, checks and balances, separation of powers, or one that increasingly is hostile towards the American people?